Hello everybody, welcome to a new segment called On Tap, where we're going to be looking at newer releases in the video game world. This is our pilot episode, I guess. We're going to be looking at Mario Maker, which just came out last week, and we've been having a blast with. And we're going to kind of show you both modes that it offers. You got the Make mode, where you can use the level builder and create your own courses. And then you also have the Play version, where you can go online and play other people's submissions, play your own submissions, and mess around with all that kind of stuff. But I think we're going to jump in real quick to the Play mode and just kind of pass it around and have everybody play some of the courses that I've made over the past week. One moment to pull up the codes here.
As you can see, we are professionally prepared.
I made no pretense that that is a thing. Like, if they're this far into our content, they know to the contrary.
So in case you're wondering, if you go online and can't play any of the levels that people make, you have to be able to beat the level before you can submit it to avoid complete trolls. It doesn't mean they won't be nearly impossible, but they won't be impossible.
So then when you can play the first couple of Stewarts, you can feel awful because someone has finished it.
So if you're feeling some nostalgia from straight up NES days where you wanted to smash the controller for how difficult something is, welcome to Mario Maker.
Why won't you jump?
Alright. So this is the first world I made. This is my course, Sky Bounce. There's a lot of bouncy platforming here. Who wants to take it?
I'm gonna launch myself
Bree,
right
do
into
it.
the
Bree,
ground.
do it.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Okay.
Play?
Just use the pad, right? Not the...
Yeah.
Was that your avatar, Seder?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is Mario.
That's exactly what I did. Okay, so you can actually press A while you're on the bounce to jump higher.
Okay.
So this is... Okay!
Look, I didn't have any practice for
So,
this.
this is Mario 2, or this is Super Mario
Stuart
Brothers.
What
showed
everybody's
us
life
first.
is gonna be like now.
Stuart should have
Maybe you should play your level first. And then...
No, he's just
It's
gonna make
be
us all
much
look
better.
bad.
Yeah.
That's all that's gonna happen. Oh, look.
No, you don't have to feel that.
Alright,
God, this one
feeling
took
better.
me so long.
Feeling better right now.
This took me so long.
Alright. I'll give one more try.
There we go.
Nope. That's it.
Oh, great.
Three lives and then we'll pass it on.
Okay. Disclaimer, I had to play all of his levels like 50 times before giving up, and actually never completed any of them.
Well, today's your day, girl.
So, yeah, as you can see,
So hard to time it right. I actually did make it over halfway through this one, so...
and it seems to get easier as the further you get into this one.
I know.
Like, this first
These
part is
poor
real
people
rough.
having to watch all these failed attempts at jumps.
But I mean, these are kind of the basics that you start out with. I think this was on the first row of content that is unlocked when you purchase the game.
What are the X's?
That's where people have died.
Oh,
Yeah.
grave markers. That's sad.
So anytime you see
Look at all the
one,
X's.
There we go. That's
those are the
it.
most popular places that people end up.
Yeah. As you can see.
Oh, that's BS right there. So that's
You have to
3
time
over
like
that.
your press of A perfectly as you're going down on the spring.
There you go.
Well done, sir.
Man,
But I don't know
can't.
if he has enough
It's so-
momentum
it's so
like to
off.
even go.
He's too
Like, it's
scared
so
to jump
off,
to the
like-
next one.
I don't know that he can without like.
Yeah,
yeah.
It doesn't. The timing is weird.
Stuart would be good. I want to go to one of your ones with all the like traps.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
I think that's the next one.
So this was
Good.
one level.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is.
Oh yay!
You got it. You got
There
it.
you go.
Yeah, it's not easy there. Like the
No.
timing, you have to press the button before you hit the platform is the way it works out. See?
Yeah.
But it's like right before.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling done
Alright.
on this one.
This should be, World 8-3.
So it can now with Mario Maker you can change the appearance, so it can appear to be a different version of Super Mario Brothers. Correct?
Right, that's in the editor. Once you submit it, it
Okay.
sticks to the tile set that you submit.
Gotcha. So this is Super Mario Brothers. Period. In discussion.
Right.
You can show them that on mine. Because
Right.
mine's kind of a simpler course and it's not submitted yet.
Well, I think even if we open that in the editor, like we can switch it in there, but you would have to submit one for each tile set to have it show up.
Because it's slightly different regardless, right?
Right. Yeah, the physics, the way Mario handles, everything like that is specific to whatever game is being displayed at the time.
Yeah. So I don't know why. I don't remember the bouncer working like this, right? Like I felt like the
Stuart,
timing
go to a
was
different
different.
one.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves, because I don't remember how to get out of this necessarily.
Oh, okay. Well, this game is bullshit. Stuart sucks.
It's very new.
It's beatable because it's submitted.
That 18.3% is that, or 18.18, is that how many people have completed it?
I think so. So
Wow.
out of the number, like the first week I submitted it, it was at 2%. So it's getting better.
Well, people are getting better.
Now, the object
still
of this
terrible.
isn't to just be a troll, right? I mean, you're trying to submit things that are interesting for people
Yes.
to do and be difficult, right?
No, that's
No,
just you.
Just be a
Stuart,
troll.
that
Just,
would be you guys,
Yeah.
and then we would make pretty
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah, well, and mine's not. Mine looks super simple, but I was still very proud about the fact that it took Stuart multiple tries to get through it, so.
I think that speaks to the just sort of the ease of picking this up is you don't have to know anything about game design. Like I don't know how to make a Mario level. I just make things that look super hard and then like with her level, like picking it up and playing it, there's stuff about Mario in general that you can make it difficult without even
Well, you can never anticipate what's coming next,
right.
no matter how simple the level seems.
Alright. This next one is my personal favorite. I need to make one change to it in the level editor later because there is a little trick that you can scan and get over all of it, but just pretend that doesn't exist.
Well, we might not find it.
Who wants it?
Do you want to try, Bree?
Sure, I'll go first again.
Oh my god.
whoa.
Alright, so dropping
You gotta
things,
jump on
shooting
top
things.
of the... Yep. There you go.
And those platforms that go up and down, just say no. When they go down, those Lakitus at the bottom will throw their shit into you.
No!
Oh no.
Look at all the X's.
Yeah, people are already making super weird stuff with this game. Like there's a video on YouTube, and it was making the rounds this week about this guy who made this course called "Will You Save Your Son?" And like
That sounds tragic.
It's terrifying.
this whole short story is written out in coins, and he like narrates over it. And like you start the level, and it says, "Will you save your son?" Or no, it says, "How far will you go to save your son?" And then there's a door, and there's a pipe. And over the door it says "not far," and the pipe says "far." And so if you choose far, it takes you to this next part where it says you come face to face with your best friend, your lifelong friend, as Yoshi above a lava pit. And underneath them is one of the blocks that can turn into a coin if you hit the little P button. And so you have to hit the P button and kill Yoshi in order to progress further back along the... It goes places. And yeah, look that up. Will you save your son, Mario Maker? And just like prepare to cry. So, I mean, this is just the first week of what people are doing with this stuff, so I can't wait to see what other weird...
I know, like, that
things
person had clearly been planning this out, like, anticipating the game coming out to tell this tragic story.
Now, it kind of looks like that top bullet bill, I might be able to get a super jump on it and get on top of the, on top of the pipe.
That would be a second exploit. I'm not sure if I know of that one. The one that everybody is saying that they're doing, like after spending 20 minutes trying to do it, is they're just
jumping
the key twos and using
Taking
the
the
cloud,
cloud,
to fly over.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna put a roof at the top and say F that. Get that.
Yeah, because I thought about that, just grabbing the cloud and
But get that
doing
course clearing
mine now.
percentage way down.
Ah, it was almost mine.
Almost.
Just couldn't land back on it. Hadn't it?
Well,
I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening. At all.
You should go into mine next
There
and
you
show
go.
them what
Give it a-
that
give it a shot.
stuff looks like.
Okay. So we'll get out of here.
Well, obviously we're bad at this, so.
real bad.
Jump into the course creation side, which is where we've been spending the most amount of time. Like, it's super fun.
Course maker. Now, what you should do is remake. This is a side scroller, so you should remake some Link levels, Link, the second Zelda Link,
Yeah.
and do that as Mario because that's hilarious.
I see many a game reimagining happening in this.
Yeah.
Like,
Crossovers.
yeah.
There's already a Pokemon Green course
Yeah.
that someone has made, which looks real weird, but and I don't even know how that works, but it kind of looks like Pokemon.
I feel it in the cosmos.
So this is an example of how they delivered the new content to you. Is basically you spend about 5 minutes playing with what they start you out with, and then they will say that there is a new shipment of tiles and items coming, and it'll be here tomorrow. And you can either keep playing for the day and wait for that content to get there, or you can just go into your Wii U's system clock and make it tomorrow and get all of the things, which is how you're supposed to do that. But I just unlocked the tracks, which I can now put things on the little platforms that move around and go in a rotation and things like that. So we will go to create, and then let's put a sample course and the little robot there at the top to just kind of show you the new mechanics. But let's see if you go. Pull up Maggie's world here real quick.
Easiest one.
And so basically the whole way this game is laid out, here's the way that you can switch between the different tile sets is over in the corner. And it just alters everything to whichever game you select.
Okay.
And here's the right one.
I like the new one. It's just so pretty.
It is. Like seeing Mario in HD
It's just
is...
so pretty.
And then
Thank you, Bree.
Jing.
right below that button, you have the different variety of courses. So you have underground, underwater, ghost house.
Really?
You
are
Goes
the
with your
worst.
shirt.
You are the worst person.
Did you like playing them, or did you just like listening to the music?
I think I liked the music.
Okay, that makes you less of a crazy person. Because underwater levels are
And then Mario's tiny little feet like kicking behind it
Yeah!
amused me endlessly.
Like, if I didn't have a frog suit, I don't even want to. To be fair, the worst worlds are the ones that have like the water at the bottom that you have
And you
to like
fall into
trudge
it.
through it. Yeah, that is the worst.
Yeah, there's still a couple things that aren't in here, like the frog suit isn't in here.
Now it's not in the game, or you don't have access to it.
I don't think it's in the game. I think I have most of. Okay, so
You have a
I
couple
have
more.
another row to unlock. But I think from what I've seen in other people playing that have everything unlocked, there's still stuff. I mean, you can't get the angry sun from Super Mario 3 that comes down.
That swings down and.
Yeah. Do you think the frog suit's not in the game because it drastically changes how the character performs?
I don't think so, because I mean, there's other things like there's like Karibo's shoe is in here, and Bowser's clown car is in here. Like you can put that in there and fly around in it. So there are definitely like suits and power ups, and the feather from Super Mario World is in here. And
Can you do what you just did, where you had the stylus on screen with a hand symbol? Is that a how racist is this? Let's just talk about it. Look at that big white guy hand.
It's the lady's hand.
It is a lady's hand.
his
actually.
nails are super manicured.
Yeah.
Definitely not my nails, that's for sure.
But
Her
I think
fingers
they
are
missed-
super long, though. I did think it
I
was
think
his
they
hand at
missed the
first.
opportunity to have the big white glove.
Man, that would have been brilliant right there. What on earth were they thinking? Why didn't they have the white glove?
you can.
Oh,
You
okay.
You
can?
can also change it to a cat's paw.
Oh, that's
Like they're
very Nintendo.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's things that you can make that work. I just don't know where it's at because I haven't played around with it that much. Other than creating ones. So this is the basic level editor. You can move up and down and see all the things.
I like that you have like all the characters, like Goombas, Babas.
I know. Well, this
Prodigies.
is the first one I've made, so I wanted to see all
Yeah.
of them and like how they all
The
worked
little
and everything.
seal. I don't remember what his name is, but now he's gonna be called Goose. And
Where's the
Just
chomp?
because of the comic book.
Yeah, you don't have a chomp in your level.
There's no
do you?
chomp chain.
No, I don't have a chomp.
No.
I'm sorry. You can fix it for me.
Oh, I don't have.
You don't have it?
unlocked yet.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
You
Is
should
the
go
egg-
through it though. I want them to see that double spring or the
Okay.
music sound.
yeah, is the egg a Yoshi?
hmm And then I think that's what turns into Karibo's shoe in games that Yoshi wasn't in.
Mm.
Like the first game in Mario 3, I think it turns into the shoe. But at any time you can place Mario and then just hit the play button and you can jump in there, or you can start and play through the level.
They really do change the physics and everything.
Yep.
Mario jumps way more fluidly.
Nope. No, he doesn't.
Mario falls to his
Still-
death way more fluidly.
That was your fault, not his. Don't blame it on him.
But so this is kind of where you can find out if it's even possible. I would recommend though that if you feel like you can beat it, to just go ahead and try to submit, in case you get through it the first time and then can't do it again when it actually comes submission time. But yeah, at any point you can just jump back out into the editor, add things. If you pick up different items and shape them, they become different versions. So now he's the red turtle. I'll try not to mess up your level too much.
No, you can change it. I mean, it's still a work in progress, anyways.
You can add wings to things. Yeah. Now he's a flying turtle. You can put items in question blocks, items in pipes, enemies in pipes, enemies in question blocks.
Why is that not a mushroom instead of a coin? Like, I feel like that should be a mushroom instead of a coin.
It was discussed.
It was.
Because there has to be. She's been spending time with me and my trolling levels and wants it to be difficult.
I was trying to
Yeah.
make it difficult for him because there's so many different places you can die, and he was like, well, put a mushroom in that so that you don't die the first time you get hit, but that would make it too easy on him.
Yeah, but if that's a mushroom, it's very in line with how
Yes.
these games are made.
Yes.
Additionally, with the blocks set up the way they are, it's perfect because you can kill yourself trying to get to the mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially with this guy throwing spinies down.
Yeah.
They're going to constantly come down here. Let's see what else there is to kind of show you, and then I'll hand it off to y'all and you can play with it.
What's the arrow do? That arrow on the bottom row?
I'm not sure. That's one of the new ones that just unlocked, so I haven't played with it. I wonder if that's a new starting point?
What is the yellow circle at the bottom left of the screen?
That's where the starting point is
For
as
you to play
standard.
through.
That may. You think the arrow is the continue point, like if you die?
I don't think so, because from what I've read, there isn't a checkpoint system in the game. You can make checkpoints in the level to where, because right now in all 4 of the games you can scroll the screen back, and that wasn't a thing in the first Mario game.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way that you can do that is by setting up blocks and things to gauge your progress from going back. But as far as I know, there isn't a checkpoint system that is implemented into the maker yet. Maybe coming.
Super Mario 2 was the first game you could go back, right? Like you could go back. In fact, I don't think it
Right.
scrolled forward at all. Now that I'm thinking about it, it did scroll up and down depending on whether you were in the sand thing.
Right. Yeah, but there wasn't any auto-scrolling levels or anything like that, and pretty sure. Yeah, you could go back and forth because there were levels where you had to go both different directions.
Yeah. And it is worth mentioning that Super Mario Bros. 2 was not originally created as a Super Mario Bros. Game. It
No.
was
Doki Doki
Doki
Panic.
Doki Panic, yeah. Which translates in Japanese to weird crap.
No. Does it really?
No.
I was gonna say, like, I thought it was something different, but I'd believe you.
He says everything so
doubted it.
convincingly.
I'm good.
I want to know what to do.
Well, no,
That's
I don't
what
want
I'm
to play my own level. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, start creating something. Because y'all are quicker with the controls, so
I feel like if you picked this up, you would know exactly what was going on, because that's basically what happened.
I really like the background. It's very pretty.
We want to let Bree and Johnathan fool around with all the.
Yeah, I
New
do,
stuff.
because I really think it'll be intuitive, based on what you've already seen. Like all the items are at the top. You pick whatever like segment you want to work with. Just click and drag into the course.
Okay, well let's do this from a straight startup standpoint, like blank level. What do I press?
Okay, hit the rocket ship down in the right corner.
Okay.
apparently the arrow changes directions of things. The conveyor belt, the direction of the pipes, I think.
So now I have a blank world, right?
Yes.
Changes the direction of pipes.
Pipes, conveyor belts, things that move in a certain way, the arrow puts them the other way.
Got it. Okay, so blank level, and apparently I've got that arrow. So drag off screen.
If at any point you want to erase anything, the eraser is on the right side.
Okay, and at the very bottom I've got my stylus on start and goal, or what S and G are.
Right.
Which you can move as short or as long as you want to.
So just grab the goal line and stretch it out. Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay, and what is that? Oh, that's just the goal line.
You're dragging it in another version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just two different things. Okay. So to add stuff, we go to where?
That top arrow pointing down in the corner,
Purple.
the top right corner.
Right there. Okay. So this is all the stuff that can be in the game, including I see platforms right here. And I can just add one in. Bam. Just like that. And there's an arrow. Oh, this is a moving platform. Got
Right.
it. And to get rid of something, you just drag it off screen? No.
The little blue guy on the right side with the eyes.
This
With the
Yeah.
eyes. The dreamy eyes.
Just tap on that, and that'll be the eraser. Now you can just erase.
Got it.
Erase your arrow too, I guess.
Erased.
He's like a
No, that's
Working
all.
shop over
No one's
here.
called anything.
What What is he? Is he like a dancing
I think it's a dancing eraser.
waste bucket?
Alright, and what's the customize button do? Let's press it and find out.
They
That's,
all
And it gives them
dance.
little feet.
that's just
What does
letting
that
you.
mean?
This is a flash mob.
It's letting you use or move the different tiles into different rows. So if you have
Oh
like,
my goodness, that's hilarious.
Help you pick me up.
So you can just
so if
place
you
it at
wanted to
different
make
locations.
groupings of
Right.
things.
Got it. Alright, so let's.
Is the big leafy thing on the first top row, is that
That was the
an
levels that I
original
was
platform?
using. Yeah,
Okay.
the platforms that I was using in mine.
That's what you
Mhm.
want.
Okay, and you can just increase them
Yep.
like that, and can you remove them without, well, yes, actually. That or I'm just stacking them up, like, between the,
that's for when you go into 3D mode. They're all just
Ooh, that
Spaced
would
out
be
the
a
other
neat
way.
level.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
It's successful enough.
Paper
And a
Mario.
Paper Mario version.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Slip
Okay.
behind the scenery.
so we've got that. Let's go with,
One of those mushroom.
okay, how do I choose what's in the,
You
Is
put
it
that
shaken?
there. No, put it exactly where you want it, and then you just click and drag the mushroom into it, right?
Mhm. Yeah, so just tap on
Ah.
the mushroom and plop. Now it's in there.
cool.
You can also drag a Goomba into there.
Really? So a nasty surprise, huh?
Uh-huh.
That is super interesting.
You need a Yoshi somewhere.
Can you put multiple things in? That'd be interesting right there.
No. There is a block that you can put though for like the hidden question blocks, like the invisible ones,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was good. And I think that's going to be the next level I do is just hide one of those somewhere random. Well, it's going to be invisible.
Don't drink the
Wait.
drink there, Doug.
Just have to search the whole level for the one spot that there's a hidden item.
Now, how do you set, like, I've got a flying turtle here,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking back to, like, Mario World where the turtle moves up and down. But I've got this thing right now, and I'm wondering if I press start, if it's just going to fall off the screen.
Well, now that he's placed, if you go ahead and hit play, it'll show you what he's doing now currently.
Okay?
And so he is.
He is just falling off the screen.
So if you go back to edit, I think if you move him kind of up and down in the row that you want, yeah, now he should be, if you put it back down.
Like you had to give him enough room to not fall off the screen.
Nope.
I don't-
Does he need to have a platform under him to go up?
Yeah,
and
to
down?
jump off of or something.
No,
This-
because they hang in the air.
Try shaking him and turning him into a red one. Because this was something that,
His wings fell off.
Take that!
alright, now put the wings back on it.
Can I help you, dog? Okay, let's see what happens. There
Yeah,
we go.
there you go.
It's working real hard to fly.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen turtles. Do they look very aerodynamic, hoverable? But stuff like that is another sort of one of the fun things about this game is just experimenting, shaking things, finding out weird stuff that you can do. And I mean, if a problem like that comes up where you don't know how to do something, usually it's 5 seconds of messing with it that you figure it out.
Well, and you can't kind of have to because I feel like when you're playing the games, you don't really like appreciate what everything's doing. Like you're just you're trying to get around these things. So like half of these things I know that I've seen, but I don't know exactly how their functions work.
Right. But one of the favorite levels that I've seen created is just empty space, sort of like it is at the bottom now, and just those, what are they, bloop bloops, the fish, the flying fish, just thousands of those, and you have to jump across them to the end.
That sounds miserable. Alright, let's see how this works out. So, I've got my turtle, I've got my mushroom, and let's see if I can maneuver the thing.
Punch him in the face.
Oh.
I like the neat little spin you did
With a
though.
flourish.
Yeah. All right, so this is super interesting, but that needs to be there. And actually, these need to go away. And then let's press play. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Oh, and it is sensitive enough to work on your. You don't need the stylus. You can just press play with your finger.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's what I wanted. Well, I didn't want to die. I'm not. I'm lying there. No, mushroom gone. It's alright. Okay, so yeah, this is really super cool.
Pretty intuitive.
And there's my deck.
Yeah.
Would you like to check it out there?
I think it's pretty easy to pick up.
And there's Bree's giant hand on the screen.
Yeah. It's me.
So yeah, it's a shame about Super Mario Brothers 2, but it's kind of the bastard child of the series. And there are so many unique things with that set that I imagine that it would be hard to do. Well, it can't be like you'd have to work out pulling up turnips, I guess. But
Right.
you know, Mario can already throw things, so
Yeah, I fully expect to see it be a DLC. I just don't know if they'll incorporate it into the rest of it.
Well, not that. No, no. Like if you click on the one you already made and you want to do it.
But when you hit the button to change the tile set, it does look like there's room on the bar underneath it for about 3 or 4 more different varieties. So
oh look,
I'm
Graph
hoping
showed up.
that-
How did Graph
I like
show
how
up?
little things pop up the more you do it.
Yeah, how did that happen? It just
I don't know,
It's
I
just-
just felt like, see, I'm drawing more and it just didn't do anything. Just
Yeah.
felt like having grass.
Yeah.
specific locations are
Ooh, it's big. It ate
Yeah, that's.
my grass.
it did eat your
And
grass.
so you can just, yeah, and drag inside. And that guy has multiple forms too. You can go straight up or you can go off the side.
And you just grab it and shake it
Mm-hmm.
to get the
Grab
different.
him and shake him.
And will it turn into the fireball spitting? Yeah, it will.
Yep.
Hey.
You gotta put him inside though. Cause that, yeah, I
Okay.
didn't get that either.
Let's see. Where are the? Do you have the fishies? Oh, they're there.
Yep. Those
Do they need to
guys.
come out of like water, or can I just have them come out of the?
I don't know. I haven't played around with a lot of the water stuff yet.
Just drop one and press play.
Okay. He just bounces along the bottom. That's pretty cute. Alright. I
in
like
the imaginary water.
and a little squiddy thing. It killed it.
I think if you
That's
shake
awesome.
him, he turns into the one that has the 4 little tiny rotating squids around him.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
The murder train of squids. It's cute.
And so, like the bullet bill launchers, you can just kind of leave them as they are and they'll shoot bullet bills, or you can, you know, put squids in them and they'll shoot squids.
Really?
Killed by the
Yes.
squid.
You gotta boost.
What is what's the platform I just made?
Another form of platform.
That's the semi-solid one, so that's the kind that I think if you press down when you're standing on top of it, you can fall through
Oh,
it.
okay.
So Breeze would be much more similar to yours.
Well, I just want to like.
I know,
pick
I'm just
things that are
kidding.
neat looking and. Just,
Yeah.
Another fun thing that I haven't had the chance to play around with yet, but back on the level editor, there's a little frog button in the corner, and that's for changing the sound effects of things.
You can make your own sound effects too.
That's
You can
awesome.
Record things directly into the mic on the Wii U controller there, and have that be like Mario's death animation, Mario's jump animation, the pipe sound, whatever you want to attach it to.
Ah,
It is a little weird that the squids are there.
go with it. And that's the end.
So you can make it that far.
Nice.
Alright, anything?
I think that's kind of the extent of what I've played around with and know to show you guys so far. What is the dog doing? Oh, that's just the engine. Let's see if there's anything else real quick that is interesting. You can put
The
multiple
flames,
forms of...
The flames you can do as long or as short as you want to, right? The ones that spiral? In the middle.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
yeah.
next to the
These
skulls.
guys, you can extend them to be
Oh, yeah.
that's
okay.
about the max
From the
that they
dungeon
get.
levels.
Oh, can you have lava grab?
Yep, that's in the castle tile set.
Oh, okay, so it's restricted to a specific tile set. Interesting.
Well, I mean, that's in each of the 4
Cute.
Mario games, but the only way you can have lava at the bottom is in the castle level.
It's got the plonkers.
Well, you correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't there underground dungeon? There are underground levels that have lava, aren't there?
Maybe, but I there's a lava tile that you can place. Like I think right now it's relegated to that one level. Yeah, that's Mario Maker. Anything else you guys?
No, it's awesome.
No, I could see
It's
you,
really cool.
It's awesome.
You could use it. You could spend a lot of time doing this. That's for
Mhm.
sure.
But like I said, I think this is the game that the Wii U should have launched with to show what it can do. And
Yeah.
now, 3-4 years later, I love this game already, but it's just a little too late to make any difference for the Wii U's life.
So, do you think people who do not have a Wii U would get one for this game?
I know one person that would.
Yeah.
I know, like, I have a couple friends that if they, that actually want to watch this video, and if they're interested enough, they're gonna get a Wii U.
Because Bree and I don't have a Wii U. We just never. We have the Wii, and we just left it at that.
Yeah.
And we have the PlayStation is what we ended up buying. I mean, it was just smart sense at that point. I had a Blu-ray player.
Mhm.
You know, why not? And we just didn't even look at the Wii U. Quite honestly, there was nothing on it that I just didn't care. But this is interesting enough that I'm seriously considering it. What is the Wii U's price point at this point?
Right now, I think it's about $250 for a fairly sizable hard drive space option. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a Mario Maker bundle very soon, which you would still be able to probably pick up for about that, if, maybe 300 maximum.
$250 is still far cheaper than its competition with either PlayStation or Xbox.
Yeah. Like Xbox is coming down a little bit, but it still is up there, and it doesn't come with games or Kinect anymore, which was the main selling point at the beginning.
I tell you what, I came super close to buying an Xbox because of the Kinect for Steel Battalions. Like, I looked at it, I kept watching YouTube videos, and the only thing that stopped me was people were saying, this is awesome, but it screws up a lot.
Yeah. Steel Battalion.
Alright. Anything more?
That's all I've got. That's Mario Maker. You should definitely check it out if you have any kind of Mario or Nintendo nostalgia, or if you just want a fun game that has infinite ways to play around and have fun with. It's the most fun I've been having playing a game in a long time. But
Real fun.
that's
Yep.
It was very entertaining.
So thanks for joining us on this first episode of On Tap. There will be more in the future of newer and more current games than the Game of the Weeks. And I guess it's time to sign off, everyone.
Well, don't forget of the drink.
Oh,
So
that's-
what are you titling this drink?
So that's actually for our next Game of the Week game for Super Metroid. It's going to be called the Ripley. So,
And if you
Is
want to
it
know how to
Ridley?
Ridley.
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 I always get
Ripley's
that
from
confused.
Alien.
Right. It's so
Ripley.
confusing because there's Ridley Scott, there's Ripley from Alien, and then there's Ridley, the bad guy from Metroid.
That's
And I
right.
always get them
It's
mixed
the
up.
third one.
So, the Ridley to pair with our Metroid review that we'll be doing in a future
Shortly.
episode shortly.
But yeah, we will show you how to make that as soon as that other Game of the Week comes out. And for more video and podcast content, check out the website, cybarlounge.com. I'm Stuart.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Brie.
And I'm Maggie.
See you next time.